How can we truly stop giving our precious energy to things that make us feel bad? Or how can we truly be free from the external conditions? Well, from the moment we take our first breaths, the world around us begins to shape our perceptions, beliefs, and values. Each interaction, no matter how insignificant it might seem, has the potential to leave an imprint on our mind. The praise of a teacher, the advice of a parent, the teasing of a peer, or the portrayal of ideal lives in media. Every voice contributes to the melody that plays in our heads, telling us who we should be, what we should aspire for, and how we should behave. These external influences are so pervasive that often, without even realizing it, we allow them to dictate our choices, our feelings, and our self-worth. Over time, the weight of these external expectations can become overwhelming. It's like carrying a backpack filled with stones, each representing an opinion or judgment from someone else. These stones weigh us down, making each step in our journey more laborious than the last. They pull us away from our true selves, from our innate desires and dreams, leaving us feeling lost, disconnected, and unfulfilled. But why do we give these external voices so much power? The answer often lies in our inherent desire for acceptance and belonging. From an evolutionary standpoint, being part of a group was crucial for survival. Fitting in meant safety and security. However, in modern times, this instinct can sometimes lead us astray. In the pursuit of acceptance, we sometimes sacrifice our authenticity. We mold ourselves to fit into boxes created by society, family, or peers, even if it means suppressing our true nature. Yet, it's essential to recognize that these external voices, while influential, do not hold the ultimate truth about who we are or what we're capable of. They are merely perspectives shaped by individual experiences, biases, and beliefs. They are not definitive. The true essence of who we are lies deep within, untainted by the noise of the world. To truly live a life of purpose and joy, it's crucial to sift through these layers of external expectations and reconnect with our inner voice. This journey of introspection and self-discovery is not always easy. It requires courage, resilience, and a deep commitment to oneself. But in doing so, we free ourselves from the chains of external judgments and open the door to a life of authenticity, fulfillment, and happiness. Deep within each of us lies an inner compass, a guiding force that, when tapped into, reveals profound truths about our essence. This core, this wellspring of wisdom, holds the secret to our uniqueness, our passions, and our deepest desires. It whispers to us, nudging us towards paths that resonate with our soul's calling. Yet, amid the cacophony of external voices and societal demands, this inner voice can be easy to ignore, muffle, or even silence. To truly understand and embrace the power within, we must embark on a transformative journey of introspection. This means diving deep into our psyche, revisiting past experiences, and dissecting the beliefs that have shaped our worldview. It's a process of unlearning, peeling back the layers of conditioning and narratives we've been fed, which may not align with our true selves. By questioning, challenging, and ultimately discarding beliefs that don't serve us, we pave the way for profound self-discovery and growth. With every layer we shed, we find ourselves more in tune with our authentic self. The noise of the world fades, replaced by the soothing and affirming melodies of our soul. As we align more with this authentic self, we discover a power that is both humbling and invigorating. It is the power of choice, of self-worth, and of self-love. Acknowledging our intrinsic worth is one of the most liberating realizations we can have. When we see ourselves as worthy, just as we are, without the need for external validation or approval, life takes on a new hue. We no longer see ourselves through the distorted lens of others' judgments or expectations. Instead, we view ourselves with compassion, understanding, and love. This perspective shift has a profound impact on how we navigate the world. Decisions become clearer, relationships become more genuine, and our actions stem from a place of love and authenticity rather than fear or obligation. Yet, this journey is not a destination, but an ongoing process. As we evolve, grow, and change, so do our beliefs, desires, and dreams. The key is to remain connected to our inner wisdom, allowing it to guide us through the ever-changing landscapes of life. By doing so, we not only empower ourselves, but also inspire those around us to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and empowerment. Embracing freedom from external opinions is not just about disconnecting from detrimental voices. It's also about fostering a loving relationship with oneself. This relationship is the cornerstone of true inner peace and happiness. However, building and nurturing this relationship requires intention, effort, and patience. It's an ongoing dance between self-awareness and self-compassion, where we learn to be both our own best critic and our most ardent supporter. When we embark on this intimate journey within, we first come face to face with our vulnerabilities. These are parts of ourselves that we've often hidden, masked, or denied for fear of judgment or rejection. They might manifest as insecurities, past traumas, or deep-seated fears. But instead of pushing them further into the shadows, it's essential to acknowledge and embrace them. These vulnerabilities are not our weaknesses. They are testament to our human experience, filled with its ebbs and flows. In recognizing and accepting these softer parts of our being, we open the door to genuine healing. We learn to see them not as blemishes, but as unique facets that contribute to our multifaceted existence. This reframing is powerful. When we shift from a perspective of self-judgment to one of self-compassion, we create an internal environment where growth and transformation can flourish. Beyond embracing vulnerabilities, self-love also means celebrating our strengths, talents, and achievements. Often, in our quest to fit into societal molds or out of a misplaced sense of humility, we downplay our achievements and strengths. However, acknowledging our capabilities does not equate to arrogance. Instead, it's a recognition of our potential and the unique gifts we bring to the world. By celebrating ourselves, we not only boost our self-esteem, but also inspire others to recognize and embrace their own strengths. As we deepen our relationship with ourselves, we also learn the importance of setting boundaries. Boundaries are not barriers meant to isolate, but protective measures that honor our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. They serve as reminders that we value and respect ourselves enough to prioritize our own needs and well-being. And in doing so, we set a precedent for how we wish to be treated by others. At the heart of it all, building a loving relationship with oneself is about striking a balance. It's about finding that sweet spot between acknowledging areas of growth without falling into the trap of self-criticism and celebrating our strengths without veering into complacency. With each step in this journey, we draw closer to a life that's defined not by external validations, but by our own values, desires, and dreams. To truly grasp the essence of living unshackled by the opinions of others, it's imperative to recognize the transient nature of external judgment. More often than not, the opinions people hold are reflections of their own internal struggles, insecurities, and experiences. They are windows into their souls, colored by their unique life journey. When we begin to see these judgments through this lens, their weight upon our psyche lightens. We can empathize with the individual without internalizing their perspective as our truth. In navigating through a world dense with varied beliefs and judgments, cultivating a personal sanctuary becomes paramount. This sanctuary is not necessarily a physical space, though it can be, but rather a mental and emotional haven. It's a space where we can retreat, reconnect with our true self, and recharge. By regularly visiting this sanctuary, we ensure that we remain grounded in our essence and don't become untethered by the whirlwinds of external opinions. One might wonder, how does one build such a sanctuary? It starts with daily rituals. These can be as simple as a few moments of quiet reflection, meditation, journaling, or even a walk in nature. What's important is the consistency and the intention behind these actions. They serve as anchors, rooting us in our essence and providing clarity amid chaos. Over time, these rituals transform from mere activities into sacred practices that nourish our soul and fortify our resolve. As we grow more resilient in our self-belief, we'll also find that our relationships begin to evolve. Connections rooted in authenticity, mutual respect, and genuine understanding become the norm. Conversely, relationships that once thrived on our insecurities or need for validation start to wane. This is a natural progression. By resonating at a higher frequency of self-awareness and self-love, we attract like energies and repel those that are discordant. Moreover, as we stop allowing external judgments to dictate our self-worth, we unlock unparalleled freedom in our creative expression. This newfound liberation manifests in all facets of our lives, be it in the arts, our professional pursuits, or even in our daily interaction. We become more daring, more genuine, and infinitely more impactful. By being unapologetically ourselves, we inadvertently grant others the permission to do the same. The journey towards self-liberation and the detachment from external opinions is akin to peeling the layers of an onion. Each layer reveals deeper truths, challenging long-held beliefs, and nudging us toward a purer connection with our authentic self. As we move closer to our core, we find that our inner peace and contentment are not tied to the ever-changing external world, but anchored in our unwavering self-belief and love. Consider for a moment the sheer energy we expend in seeking validation, appeasing others, and molding ourselves to fit into predefined boxes. This energy, when redirected inwards, can fuel profound personal growth, creativity, and transformation. The key lies in channeling this energy consciously, ensuring that it aligns with our true desires rather than dissipating in pursuits that hold no genuine meaning for us. Self-reflection is an indispensable tool in this redirection process. By regularly pausing to introspect, we gain insights into our motivations, desires, and fears. We begin to discern the patterns that have kept us ensnared in cycles of external validation seeking. This awareness is the first step toward breaking these patterns. Once we recognize them, we can actively choose to replace them with healthier, more empowering habits that resonate with our inner truth. Yet Self-awareness alone is not enough. Coupled with it must be the commitment to act upon our insights. It means taking bold steps, even if they diverge from the path that others expect of us. It means standing firm in our beliefs, even when they're met with skepticism or outright opposition. It means honoring our boundaries, asserting our needs, and fiercely guarding our inner peace. One might wonder, does this journey toward self-liberation mean isolating oneself from the world, or becoming indifferent to the feelings and needs of others? Far from it. In fact, by shedding the weight of external expectations, we're better equipped to connect with others authentically. We engage from a place of genuine interest, empathy, and love rather than from a need for validation or approval. Moreover, as we evolve in our journey, we'll find that our definition of success also transforms. No longer tethered to societal metrics or benchmarks, our success becomes deeply personal, reflecting our values, passions, and purpose. This shift is liberating. Instead of constantly racing against external yardsticks, we move at our own pace, savoring each moment, each experience, and each lesson. It's important to remember that while the journey inward promises profound rewards, it's not always smooth sailing. There will be moments of doubt, instances of loneliness, and periods where the allure of external validation becomes almost irresistible. In such times, we must gently remind ourselves of our larger purpose, of the peace and contentment that await when we stay true to ourselves. And with each reaffirmation, with each conscious choice, we pave the way for a life of unparalleled freedom, joy, and fulfillment.